Hello everyone. In today's video I am going to show you my prediction about the Chess Olympiad, which is going to start today in Budapest with many strong teams. I believe more like 190 teams in the open section and similarly huge number in the female section. So let's start with the 10th place in my list. So I predict that it will be Armenia. So they were the silver medalists in the previous Olympiad in Chennai, actually with the shared first, so they had the same points as the winner. However, the team changed quite a bit. Only Sargsyan and Hovhannisyan remained from that team, and for example, first two boards, Martirosyan and Sargsyan did not play in that Olympiad, but Armenia is always very strong, very good in team events, so yeah, I expect them to be in the top 10 and fight for maybe even higher places than this. So next on my list is probably a surprise for a lot of you, and like in general it would be a huge surprise, I would say, if Kazakhstan would make it to the top 10 at the end. But you know, I was like, in every Olympiad basically there is a team outside of the top 20 on the starting list which makes it to the top 10, and I feel like that maybe it could be the Kazakh team this time. They are all relatively young players, obviously seriously underrated, not really playing too many European events, so they are both unpredictable and I believe quite unpleasant opponents for many countries. So they will start from place 41 in the starting list. So it would be really quite a big upset if they make it to top 10. But yeah, this is my prediction. And actually, Armenia is starting from the 17th place. So like rating is not really favors them, but okay, it was never a problem for the Armenian team. All right, so moving up on the list is another surprise, I believe, probably in a similar magnitude as the Kazakh team, because I put none other than Team USA. So Team USA is obviously the rating favorite of the tournament, since as you can see, even the lowest rated player in the team, Ray Robson, has 2700, so everyone is over 2700 in the team, only they can manage to have such a lineup. Obviously all world-class players, but somehow I don't see that in a team event it can, you know, work too well. Like, you know, such basically everyone is like could play in board one in any team, but even if it is not like a team sport, so to say, but somehow I don't see the way to succeed for the United States. I mean, Caruana is obviously very good first board. A lot will depend on which type of event he has. Veslislow and Dominguez are very solid, so like, you know, I would not expect losing too many losses for these two players. And then okay, there is board for Aronian or Ray Robson. Yeah, I just feel like that they are too solid in general, which you know, sometimes can lack in decisive games. And yeah, in such event, obviously you need to win matches in order to finish in top 3, for example. of course, they can. I mean, I expect them to play obviously in the first boards, but for example, a bad result in the last round can mean that they drop from place 3 to place 8. So something like this, I would predict for USA. All right. So next team for me is Ukraine. So yeah, they are not favored by ratings, only place number 15, and they played an absolutely a bad Olympiad for their standards in Chennai. They finished only 29th, so I expect a comeback from them. In that Olympiad, they had Volokitin, Korobov, and Onischuk in the team, and now the two biggest legends of the modern Ukrainian chess, Ivanchuk and Ponomaryov, returning to the team. So I expect a boost. They will be coached by Belyavsky. So yeah, I mean, I hope they will do well, and I expect quite a big improvement compared to Chennai Olympiad. So moving on to the sixth place in my rankings is the defending champions Uzbekistan. I mean, they are very strong. They will be coached by Kramnik, but if anyone, then Kramnik will know that statistics are not in their favor, since winning 2 Olympiads in a row is almost unheard of and extremely unrealistic, to be honest. But they will do well. They improved a lot, so it's the exact same team which won the Olympiad in Chennai. So no new player. And what is extremely remarkable, that their average rating from 26-25 increased to 26-9, which is like unbelievable. So obviously Abdusattorov improved a lot. Same can be said about Sindarov, and especially Vokhidov almost improved like 100 rating points. So yeah, now they are even a favorite in this Olympiad, but again, repeating the same success would be like a huge surprise for me, and I believe it's just almost impossible to do so. So moving up to number 5 is Germany. Very solid team. Obviously, they have one clear leader in Vincent Keimer, who is currently 27-30, around like very close to top 10 in the world, and playing extremely well. And on the rest of the team is in a very similar strength, so like this 26-60, 26-40 category, very interesting mix of players. So Kollars and Bluebaum are extremely solid, so that could be quite useful on boards 2 and 3. And on the fourth board, Donchenko is, if Donchenko is in good form, I mean, he can be a winning person for Germany. Same I can say about Frederick Swane. So if Keimer is doing well on board 1 and one of the 2 guys in the board 4, then maybe Germany can do even better. So in any case, last Olympiad they finished number 18. I mean, I expect a huge improvement from that. They start from place 7 according to ratings. So yeah, I believe they will be in contention even for medals in this tournament. The third, okay, I will have one more, but third, I would say upset or surprising result would be if this prediction would be anywhere close to reality. So my fourth place is Serbia. So obviously they were nowhere near this place in the previous Olympiad. They finished number 20 actually, but they have two new players in their team coming, changing federation from Russian to Serbian, Alexander Predke and Alexei Sarana. So that's two basically 2700 level players, making it a huge upgrade. And yeah, rest of the team, like if Ingic and Ivic, they are the guys who can win a lot of games in general, and Marcus Robert is extremely solid and obviously also very, very strong. So yeah, I would say for me, Serbia is a huge dark horse. I mean, they are not, I would say, that stable that I would consider them to have chance to win it. But for example, if they get into top like third place, I wouldn't be shocked. But yeah, so I rate them quite highly and expect them to finish in fourth place. So now we enter the top three. Let's see number 3. It's India. Extremely strong team with 3 upcoming players who are already in the top 10 in the world. Their top 3 boards, Gukesh, Pragdananda, and Erigaisi. And in the last 2 boards, they have Vidit, who played the candidates, and Hari Krishna, who was the part of the team many times and was way over 2700 many times. I believe for most of the people, they are the number 1 favorites. So, kind of interestingly, in the previous Olympiad in Chennai, their B team finished in 3rd place and A team finished in 4th place, and now this one is a mix of those 2 teams. So, a really super strong team. I mean, I would say even if 2 players are in bad form from this team, they will be almost surely in the top 3. I mean, such world-class players like cannot perform so badly that they will be not there. I mean, there is simply no way. And what I see difference between them and USA is that they have this winning kind of player. So like if Erigaisi gets on a fire or Gukesh starts winning, then they can go on some really nice streak, and this I don't see about the United States. So second place, which yeah, I mean this will shock most likely many people, but yeah, I mean once again I expect some surprises, and anything can happen in a Swiss tournament. So for second place, I predict Iran. Yeah, that would be a huge surprise. In the previous Olympiad, they finished 26, but in a way that they lost the last 2 rounds, which are the most important. Of course, it doesn't make too much sense to say that if they would have won the last 2, then where they finished, but then it would have been a medal. But yeah, of course, it doesn't go like this. But anyway, they have the potential, obviously, with 2,700 players, and yeah, I believe third board is seriously underrated. And the last board is very young, talented players, so yeah, they are capable of anything. Again, I don't quite see them winning this thing, but if, for example, they now won the last 2 matches, then second place is not impossible in my opinion. But even though I put higher them on my list than India, I mean, for example, India has clearly the potential to win it all. I don't see it from Iran, but nevertheless, this is the thing. Like Serbia and Iran are the two countries which I expect something special in this Olympiad. And number one will be not a surprise, it's China. Extremely strong, obviously led by the world champion Ding Liren, who is in a poor form, to be honest, but in this tournament, his main task will be to hold the first board, to be solid, not to lose games, which he already kind of started in the Sinquefield Cup. So I believe his form is improving, and if he can hold the first board, then you have Wei Yi, who is now an established top 10 player. You have Yu Yanyi and Bu Xiangji, like extremely solid. And okay, obviously Wang Yu, also former top 10 player, even though he dropped a lot of rating. All of these players are extremely solid, are capable of winning, and yeah, I believe it will be also a huge motivation for them to do well here, since they did not play the previous Olympiad in Chennai. There was no Olympiad in 2020. So the last Olympiad they played was in 2018, already 6 years ago, and they won it. So I believe they will be extremely motivated to win here as well. And the team was exactly the same, with the difference that now Wang Yu is board 5 instead of Li Chao. It's not a bad trade, I would say, but there would be other options for board 5 as well. So they are my favorites to win the event. We will see if I am like completely wrong or something I guessed correctly. It's extremely difficult. I had to, not to include such teams as England, for example, or the Netherlands, Hungary. Like obviously Hungary was a question. Like Hungary was number 10 for me originally, but then I was like, I need a team who is lower in the list and makes it to top 10. So this is Kazakhstan. So in this way, I traded Hungary for Kazakhstan, but Hungary, I believe, will also fight for, let's say, places 6 to 10. That's what seems realistic. And again, last 2 rounds will decide a lot. All right, so I hope you like this little prediction about the Olympiad, and I may do videos, like if I see some interesting games, some game of the day videos about the Olympiad. If you have, for example, interest about such thing, you can also leave a comment, and yeah, there is a chance that once the round is finished, if something was really special for me, that I can do a video about it. All right, for now, thanks for watching this video, and see you soon.